feed. The chat feed shows you how everyone is doing, and you can put your own entries into it by clicking on the blue chat button and entering your question or message. Or you can give a quick thumbs up or down, or even put in emojis by using the green react button. After the teacher has shown you how to do a step, click on the exit full screen button to make the video go back small. Try it now. Okay, that's it for the instructions. We can't wait to see what you create. And remember, you can always come up with your own ideas and add them into your project. If you do want to share your project and your own ideas, you can do that using the purple button at the bottom of the lesson. We often show the best ones at the start of the next class. Okay, today's lesson is going to start in a few minutes, so strap in and get ready to code. Hey everyone, we'll be starting the live lesson shortly, but before we do, let's go over a few instructions on how live lessons work and how you can join in. First of all, let's talk about the teacher's video box. This is the video box that I'm in and that you're looking at right now. This is where the teacher will share their screen and show you what to do. When the teacher is showing you how to do something, you should make this video box go into full screen by clicking on the full screen icon here. Try it now and this video should get bigger and cover your whole screen. When the lesson starts, you will see all the steps for the lesson appear here. These are the steps you need to follow to create the project, and the teacher will guide you through each of these step by step. Though if you wish to go ahead and follow them yourself, that's no problem. You will normally be working with two tabs, one tab for the instructions and one tab for creating the code and your project. When you have completed a step, come back to the instructions tab and click on this green done button. You get an award and learning points for each step you complete. Under the video box, you will see what step the teacher is currently on. Under that, you will see the chat feed. The chat feed shows you how everyone is doing, and you can put your own entries into it by clicking on the blue chat button and entering your question or message. Or you can give a quick thumbs up or down, or even put in emojis by using the green react button. After the teacher has shown you how to do a step, click on the exit full screen button to make the video go back small. Try it now. Okay, that's it for the instructions. We can't wait to see what you create. And remember, you can always come up with your own ideas and add them into your project. If you do want to share your project and your own ideas, you can do that using the purple button at the bottom of the lesson. We often show the best ones at the start of the next class. Okay, today's lesson is going to start in a few minutes, so strap in and get ready to code. Hey everyone, we'll be starting the live lesson shortly, but before we do, let's go over a few instructions on how live lessons work and how you can join in. First of all, let's talk about the teacher's video box. This is the video box that I'm in and that you're looking at right now. This is where the teacher will share their screen and show you what to do. When the teacher is showing you how to do something, you should make this video box go into full screen by clicking on the full screen icon here. Try it now and this video should get bigger and cover your whole screen. When the lesson starts, you will see all the steps for the lesson appear here. These are the steps you need to follow to create the project, and the teacher will guide you through each of these step by step. Though if you wish to go ahead and follow them yourself, that's no problem. You will normally be working with two tabs, one tab for the instructions and one tab for creating the code and your project. When you have completed a step, come back to the instructions tab and click on this green done button. You get an award and learning points for each step you complete. Under the video box, you will see what step the teacher is currently on. Under that, you will see the chat feed. The chat feed shows you how everyone is doing, and you can put your own entries into it by clicking on the blue chat button and entering your question or message. Or you can give a quick thumbs up or down, or even put in emojis by using the green react button. After the teacher has shown you how to do a step, click on the exit full screen button to make the video go back small. Try it now. Okay, that's it for the instructions. We can't wait to see what you create. And remember, you can always come up with your own ideas and add them into your project. If you do want to share your project and your own ideas, you can do that using the purple button at the bottom of the lesson. We often show the best ones at the start of the next class. Okay, today's lesson is going to start in a few minutes, so strap in and get ready to code. Hey everyone, we'll be starting the live lesson shortly, but before we do, let's go over a few instructions on how live lessons work and how you can join in. First of all, let's talk about the teacher's video box. This is the video box that I'm in and that you're looking at right now. This is where the teacher will share their screen and show you what to do. When the teacher is showing you how to do something, you should make this video box go into full screen by clicking on the full screen icon here. Try it now and this video should get bigger and cover your whole screen. When the lesson starts, you will see all the steps for the lesson appear here. These are the steps you need to follow to create the project, and the teacher will guide you through each of these step by step. Though if you wish to go ahead and follow them yourself, that's no problem. You will normally be working with two tabs, one tab for the instructions and one tab for creating the code and your project. When you have completed a step, come back to the Instructions tab and click on this green Done button. You get an award and learning points for each step you complete. Under the video box, you will see what step the teacher is currently on. Under that, you will see the chat feed. The chat feed shows you how everyone is doing, and you can put your own entries into it by clicking on the blue chat button and entering your question or message. Or you can give a quick thumbs up or down, or even put in emojis by using the green React button. After the teacher has shown you how to do a step, click on the Exit Full Screen button to make the video go back small. Try it now. Okay, that's it for the instructions. We can't wait to see what you create. And remember, you can always come up with your own ideas and add them into your project. If you do want to share your project and your own ideas, you can do that using the purple button at the bottom of the lesson. We often show the best ones at the start of the next class. Okay, today's lesson is going to start in a few minutes, so strap in and get ready to code. Hey everyone, we'll be starting the live lesson shortly, but before we do, let's go over a few instructions on how live lessons work and how you can join in. First of all, let's talk about the teacher's video box. This is the video box that I'm in and that you're looking at right now. This is where the teacher will share their screen and show you what to do. When the teacher is showing you how to do something, you should make this video box go into full screen by clicking on the full screen icon here. Try it now and this video should get bigger and cover your whole screen. When the lesson starts, you will see all the steps for the lesson appear here. These are the steps you need to follow to create the project, and the teacher will guide you through each of these step by step. Though if you wish to go ahead and follow them yourself, that's no problem. You will normally be working with two tabs, one tab for the instructions and one tab for creating the code and your project. When you have completed a step, come back to the Instructions tab and click on this green Done button. You get an award and learning points for each step you complete. Under the video box, you will see what step the teacher is currently on. Under that, you will see the chat feed. The chat feed shows you how everyone is doing, and you can put your own entries into it by clicking on the blue chat button and entering your question or message. Or you can give a quick thumbs up or down, or even put in emojis by using the green React button. After the teacher has shown you how to do a step, click on the Exit Full Screen button to make the video go back small. Try it now. Okay, that's it for the instructions. We can't wait to see what you create. And remember, you can always come up with your own ideas and add them into your project. If you do want to share your project and your own ideas, you can do that using the purple button at the bottom of the lesson. We often show the best ones at the start of the next class. Okay, today's lesson is going to start in a few minutes, so strap in and get ready to code. Hey everyone, we'll be starting the live lesson shortly, but before we do, let's go over a few instructions on how live lessons work and how you can join in. First of all, let's talk about the teacher's
Hello everyone, welcome to Coding Ireland. I'm Radhika, your coding captain, to take you all to yet another coding adventure today. Before we start, I want to give a huge shout out to Edge123, the student from last class who shared this amazing maze project with us. So, for all of you who did not join us last week, we made a maze game where a beetle was supposed to cross the maze, and Edge123 has added their own effects of adding a house and also added some cool backdrops. That's great. Keep up the good work. And all of you young coders, if you want to get a shout out like this, do share projects with us. All right, guys. So today we are going to make a tack of the dots. This is how our project is going to look like. So this big wheel in the center is going to absorb all of these balls. Now, these balls are going to come and attack this wheel, and your goal is to touch the green ball with the green section, and the orange ball with the orange section, and the purple ball with the purple section. You have to rotate the wheel by using the right and left arrow keys of your keyboard. And you have got 5 lives to do that. So let's begin. Okay, guys, every time that you agree with me or you're really happy about how things are going on, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. And every time that you have a doubt or you do not understand anything, just give me a thumbs down or use the chat portal to type in your chat messages. All right, so let's begin. All right, step number one, guys. First, use the link given below in step number one and open a new Scratch project. Okay, guys, when I'm explaining a step, please maximize my screen. And when I give you time to do things on your own, that time you can minimize my screen and work on your own Scratch projects. So, step number one, open the Scratch project and click on this remix button so that you can remix this existing project and make it your own. You will see that already the wheel and a sprite 1 is provided to you in the starter project. And that's it. That's all that we have to do in step number one, and we're done with it. Marking this as done. Okay, step number two. Now we have to make the disk spin. All right, so this is how it's going to look like. When you click the right arrow key of your keyboard, the disk should spin a little towards the right, and when you hit the left arrow key, it should go a little towards the left. So let's see how we can do it. So what we want first of all is to set the positions of our wheel and the size of the wheel. So when the green flag is clicked, that means whenever we start our project, we want the wheel to go to the center of the screen, that is wherever it is right now. The center of the stage is always x0 and y0. And the size is 30, which is the current size. Let's also set it again to size 30 so that just in case you guys reset it later on, the default size comes back to 30. Okay, let's try and see what happens if you set it to 60 from the panel. Okay, looks too big. And by mistake, if you guys drag it here and there, no problem, because whenever you click the green flag, we have our default conditions back. Okay? All right. So now let's make use of our arrow keys. Okay. So we have something called in sensing, we have something called key space pressed. Now, this means this is a yes or a no question. Anytime you see anything in a diamond means a yes or a no question. So select the right arrow key, and this means is the right arrow key pressed? So go to Control and choose the if block. Put the condition in the if block, and now this means if the right arrow key is pressed, then what do we want to do? We want to rotate it to an angle towards the right. To do that, guys, we want to go to motion, because I told you in the last class as well that anything related to movement of the sprite is present in the motion blocks. You want to drag out the turn 15 degrees angle block, and let's first see how the turn block works. Click on the turn block and you can see this arrow right here. This is rotating it in the right side, or you can also say the clockwise direction. So see, it's rotating by this much. Now we don't want it to rotate it that degrees at a time. We're just gonna move it a little bit slowly. So let's try with 3 degrees. Okay, now it's good. Put it back in the if block and join it below your set size block. Similarly, drag out another if block and do the same for the left arrow key. If the left arrow key is pressed, now we want to turn it to the anti-clockwise direction. I'll just show you again. So see, now you can see the wheel is turning on the left side, which is the anti-clockwise direction. And we're set. So when the green flag is clicked, we want the wheel to go to the center, set its size to 30, and if the right key is pressed, we want to turn right, and if the left key is pressed, we want to turn it to the left side. Should we test our code? Alright, now I press the green flag, and guys, believe it or not, I am pressing my left and right arrow keys. But why is it not working? Can anybody guess? Why is my wheel not working when I am pressing the left and right arrow key on my keyboard? Okay guys, waiting for all of you to respond this little quiz question in the chat. Anybody? Any guesses? Come on, let's try. All right, I'll tell you guys. The answer is that this condition right now just checks whether we were pressing the right or left arrow key when the green flag was clicked. That is incorrect, because when I press the green flag, I am not pressing the arrow keys just yet. Okay, so I want to check forever. I want to check forever throughout my code. I want to check throughout the running of my code that whenever the arrow keys are pressed, we want to rotate the wheel. All right. See, now you can see the yellow boundary around my code, which means that the condition of pressing the arrow keys is being checked throughout the play section till I press the red button, in which case my code stops. Okay, guys. Now, step 2 complete. I hope you guys are able to rotate the wheel on your screens. If yes, give me a thumbs up, guys. If no, then please type your doubts in the chat and I'll get to you all. Let's wait a couple of minutes till all of you are able to complete step number 2. Okay, guys. Step number 3. Now we want the attack of the balls to just begin. Now that our wheel is ready, we want the multitude of orange, yellow, and purple balls to come and attack the wheel. Okay, for this, we want to make clones of the balls. Okay, we will learn something called cloning. Now, cloning means that we have one sprite and we create multiple duplicates of the same sprite. Just like you can see right now, that this green ball has multiple clones of itself. Let's see how we can create clones of the ball. The starter project has already given you the green ball called Sprite 1, but you cannot see it. As you can see, it's hidden right now. Let me just go in the looks section and show it for you guys. Anytime that you want to hide or show a sprite, you can use the hide and show blocks in the looks section. Okay, so here is my green ball. Okay, guys, I'll quickly show you first how cloning works. Cloning is present in the blocks which are labeled under control. So these three blocks will handle all of your cloning. So, guys, whenever you want to make a clone, you just have to click on create clone of myself. Myself here means that we are referring to the sprite in which we are using this block. In this case, sprite 1 is saying that please Scratch create a clone of me. So when I click here, a clone is created right beneath the original sprite. Guys, notice that this clone is of the exact shape, color, size, even position as the original clone. I'll show it once again. When I click on create a clone, the clone is created at the same place as the original sprite. If I want to create multiple clones, I can use the repeat block, or I can also use the forever block. So what we want to do is when the green flag is clicked, I want to create a clone, and then whatever we want the clone to do is handled in the when I start clone event handler. So let's say that, just for an example, let's say that when I start as a clone, I want the clone to go to a random position and I want the clone to say hello. Let's see. So when the green flag is clicked, you can see that immediately the clone was created behind the original clone, but then it went to a random position and then it said hello. I can also wait for a second to show you that, see, the clone is created and after 1 second it went to a random position and said hello. Okay, now let's remove the hello part, and guys, we will be wanting that only the clones will come and attack the original the wheel. Okay, we have got to do nothing with the original sprite because only the clones will be moving and attacking the sprite, the wheel. Okay, so to do that, we can hide the original sprite and we can just show the clone. Any doubts as of yet, guys? Let me just scroll back to the comment section once and see if there are any doubts till now. Um, okay, I do not see any doubts. Okay, Stunning M. Okay, could you please explain your doubt? Guys, whenever you're giving me a thumbs up, if it's a doubt that you want to share, please type in one sentence or a little phrase what your doubt is so that I can get to it. Okay, I'll get back. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna hide the original sprite. And see, guys, when I hide the original sprite, even the clone will be hidden. Why? Because I told you that duplicates will follow, the clones will follow the original sprite. If the sprite is hidden, even the clone will be hidden. So if you want to hide the sprite and you want to show the clones, then you have to explicitly mention the show in the when I start as a clone. Now you can see that this is the clone. The original sprite is hidden and we don't bother with it anymore. Is this part clear, guys? If it's not clear, please tell me in the chat box. Okay. So let's not wait and let's create multiple clones. And to do that, we would need to forever create the clones, and then those clones would be going to random positions. Let's see how that looks like. Whoa, that's a lot of green balls, isn't it? And we don't want them to come so fast to us, right? Because if the balls are coming so fast, how will the wheel ever catch them, right? So let's wait for a while before a new ball comes and attacks the wheel. Okay, to do that, let us wait for a few seconds before we create a clone. And let's wait for 1 second and see how that works. Okay, so now you can see that a new clone is coming at a duration 1 second apart. Okay, but we can make this more interesting and we can play around with the wait times. So we want to make it a little bit random. So let's say we want it to come, some balls should come after 3 seconds, some should come after 5 seconds, some after 2 seconds. So we can put in a random wait time. And to do that, such kind of mathematics is handled by the green section of operators. Go to operators and choose the pick random block. Guys, remember, same shape blocks go inside same shape blocks. So this a little cylindrical kind of a shape will go inside the cylindrical kind of a shape inside the weight block. Now the pick random block will choose any random number between 1 to 10. So this time it picked up 2, then 9, then 5, and so on. So let's keep a random time of 3 to 8 seconds. And now, anytime a ball will come randomly after waiting between 3 to 8 seconds. All right. And now this looks a little bit better. I think this is waiting for a longer time. Yeah. Now this looks much better because we are not overwhelmed with the balls. Any doubts, guys? I'm heading towards the chat section. If anybody has any doubts, please mention to me in the chat. All right, looks like we're all good. Guys, for some reason I'm not able to mark step number 1 as done. So please mark step number 1 as done in your own in your own lessons. Let me just refresh it. Maybe it will work better. Uh, all right, guys, can you see me yet? Everybody, please give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can see me. All right. Cool. All right, I think we had a little bit of a technical error. I just refreshed and now I'm able to mark step number 1 as done. All right, cool, guys. Sorry, let's just go back. Okay, so one last thing is left. Once we have the balls, we want to point them in the direction of the wheel. Guys, please go to the motion blocks and drag out the point towards block and choose the wheel. Now, the significance of this section point towards wheel is that when your balls start moving, they can move in random directions if you do not point it towards the wheel sprite. So just as an example, let me show you with a different sprite. So let's say I had a rat with me. Let's say I had a mouse with me. Okay. Now, see the mouse is not pointing towards the wheel. So that means when I move my mouse, it can move anywhere, right? But if I point my mouse towards the wheel, now you can see that the mouse, no matter where I put it, it will automatically point itself towards the wheel. Because our because our sprite the balls are round, that's why you cannot see the direction that they are pointing towards the wheel. So that's why I'm taking the example of a mouse, so that you can see that why this code is necessary, so that when your balls eventually start moving, they start moving towards the wheel, and they will not do so if you do not use this section. Okay, guys, please do not add the mouse. I was just using this to show as an example. Okay, so with this, all our work is done, guys. Step number 2 is done. I'm gonna mark this point as done. And okay, so I got a Space Series Alien Award. Whoa, all right. I'm a junior cadet now. I hope you guys are able to complete step number 2 as well. All right, I see some very happy faces and some thumbs ups. I'm really happy that you guys are following. So should we proceed to step number 4? Step number 2 is done. Step number 3, cloning the ball, is done. And okay, and I now got a leaf from the fruits and vegetable series. All right, that's good. Some fruits and vegetables are always good for the health, aren't they? All right. So now we have to go to the next step, guys. Step number 4. So now that our balls are created and our wheel is there, the wheel is working. Now we want to make a little modification to the game, guys. So imagine if the ball was was very near to the wheel and it was moving towards it. Okay, so for example, see, now you can see that some balls are, they are appearing even inside the wheel, and they are so near to the wheel. Now, when they come, I don't have enough time to catch them, right? I don't have enough time to attack them. So, so just to be fair, I want that the balls should come from a distance. That means this pink circle that you see can be thought of as a safe zone. So we will code the game in such a way that none of the balls should come in this section. Okay, you can see this little red cross over here. This means that this ball is not allowed over here. Okay, so let's see how we can do that now. Okay, to do that, guys, we have a we have a distance distance parameter with us. Now there is in your sensing, the ball is going to sense how far from the wheel it's present. Okay, so go to the sensing section and drag out the distance to mouse pointer. Now change it to address to the wheel. You can see that the distance between the ball and the wheel is 111.6. So you can ignore everything which comes after the point. So it's approximately 111. Now, if we want the ball to come this near, now the distance is 71. We don't want it to come, let's say, till here, and now the distance is 99. Okay, so let's just imagine that this looks good. Okay, none of the balls should come within this boundary, and we're gonna call this distance, let's say, 99, or I think 100 sounds good. All right, so what we're gonna do now is, anytime if, go to operators and use the less than block. So if the distance to the, sorry, what happened? Okay, if the distance to the wheel is less than 100, okay, we are just going to delete the sprite, the clone. Guys, I haven't shown you how to delete the clones, so this is how it happens. Anytime that you want to delete a clone, you can just use it by choosing this block, which is called delete this clone. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. And we are going to join it. Okay, any guesses, guys? Where can we join it? So we have this code that will just delete any cloned green ball which comes too near to the wheel. Where do you think we should put this code, guys? Should I put it in the script, or should I put it in the second script? Guys, you have 10 seconds, and then let's see who can answer this question. I'm going to look out for the chat box just to see who can answer this question. Remember that I told you that anything that happens to clones will happen in the when I start as a clone script. Okay? So yes, you can say that when I start as a clone, show myself, go to a random position, point towards the wheel, but if I am too close to the wheel, then please delete me. Let's check the code. Okay, just to make it a little more easier for you guys, I'm gonna make it say I was too near the wheel. So I am going away now. Okay, and then I'm gonna wait for a second. Um, all right, I'm gonna say this for a second and then delete myself. Let's check this code. So so what is happening at every random 3 to 8 second, a clone is being created, and we're just waiting for a clone to come near the 100 radius. Looks like no clone is by default created too near. Let's just wait, guys. I'm sure something will come soon. Okay, so finally we have one, and see, you saw that that clone went away. All right. So this was just for your understanding, guys. You do not have to actually put this say block. Okay. Uh, this was just for your understanding. Okay. So with this, step number 4 is done. I'm gonna mark this as done. And let's see what I've earned today. So I have with step number 4, oh, I've got a microscope. All right. Guys, let me know if you guys are able to earn the microscope award as well. Everybody who has done this step, please give me a thumbs up. If you have doubts, please type in your chat boxes. Let's wait for a couple of seconds, couple of minutes probably, and then we'll move on to the next step. We are more than halfway through the game, guys. We have created the clones, the wheel is moving. Now we have to move the balls towards the wheel, and then we have to make the same thing for orange and purple balls as well. Okay, guys. The next step is to move the clones towards the wheel. This sounds pretty easy now. You all know that to move the ball, we have to go to motion blocks because anything related to movement goes to motion. And we have already pointed the ball towards the wheel. So all we have to do is to move it towards the wheel. So just put out a move block. And guys, remember, if I just put one move block, nothing is going to happen. We have to forever keep on moving the balls. Let's check. All right. So looks like the attack is happening too fast. Let's reduce the speed to 2. Okay, this looks better. Adjust the speed according to your choice, the difficulty that you want in the game. Okay, my wheel is also moving when I'm moving my arrow keys. This looks good. If anybody has any doubt as to why we use forever, let me just tell it once again, guys. Let's say that I had, okay, let me just show it. Okay, let's say I had my green ball And this is one doubt that beginners and in general anybody can have in Scratch, even if you're an intermediate programmer. See, when I move, you can see that it moves. I have to click the move block every time. Okay, it's not continuously moving. To continuously move something, I need to put it in a forever block so that it can just keep on moving and moving and moving. All right. So anything that you want to happen continuously goes inside the forever block. Now, we do see one issue with this, that the balls are moving through the wheel, and basically the the attack the attack should, when the wheel is backfiring the ball, it should, the clone should actually hide, right? It should not go through the wheel. So that we will take care of in the next step. But for now, step number 5, making the clones move, is done. And we have got a joystick. All right, not bad. In today's world, I don't think anybody uses joystick to play, because it was quite a few years back that joysticks were used to play. I don't know. Do any of you use joystick to play? Do you guys even know what is a joystick? If anybody knows that, please give me a yes in the chat. Let's see. Oh, so Timmy9 knows what a joystick is. Oh, that's great. Somebody with great knowledge, huh? Guys, you know what? Coding is so interesting that the coding industry, the basically the gaming industry, the video games and all, it's the most profitable industry, earning like $30 billion every year. And believe it or not, it's making more money than the movie industry. It's one of the amazing coding facts. So video games and games, like, you guys are learning to make games, and you can become great gamers and then sell off your games one day and become amazing gamers. So it earns a lot of money. So yeah, coding is fun and it's rewarding as well. Okay, so step number 6, let's move on to step number 6. And as I said, now our wheel has to detect the color, and basically, okay, we have to make the wheel to some good use. So guys, now our code will become a little big. We will be adding this section of code. Don't worry, we will add this step by step, and you guys will not get confused. Okay guys, now we will add all our code to this section of forever, because now forever we want our balls to move, but forever we also want that anytime while moving, whenever they touch the wheel, and if they are touching the matching color, they should just go away. Even if they are not touching the matching color, they should go away. All right. So all right. So, guys, remember, if I'm explaining you, anytime you have doubts, you can also come back to this section and then take, just to revise, you can also take help from over here. Okay. All right. So, guys, drag out an if and an else block, and drag out one if block again. Okay, guys. Now, if the green ball is touching the wheel. So, first of all, let's break down our code, because then everything becomes simpler. The first thing is, if the green ball is touching the wheel, then step number 2, we will check, is it touching the green section? If yes, then we delete it, increase our score, be happy. Else, if it's not touching the green section, we deduct a life and then we also delete the clone. So first step, check if it is actually touching the wheel. So if the green ball is touching, I'm sorry, it's too big. I'm just going to minimize it a little bit. Okay. If it is touching the wheel, okay, then we have two conditions. What are those two conditions? Let me put it inside it. So, guys, this is called nesting of if. Nest means putting one if inside another, one if inside the home. It's like this is the outer if is acting as a home to the inner if. Okay. If the green ball is touching the wheel, then if it is touching the green part of the wheel, is it touching green? To select green, click on this color, click on the dropper icon, and then go to the stage area and choose this green color. And you can see this grid will appear here. I'll show it again. We want to match the exact same green color. Guys, never try and make green color from the color palette, because you will never be able to match the exact color. Okay, so always choose the dropper and choose it from the wheel and it will appear over here. Okay, if it's touching the color green, then we for now we want to delete this clone, and we will also add like a sound. We will add a sound, you guys can hear it. Okay, else if it is not touching the color green, even then we play some different sound. Okay, uh, go to sound section and then go to sound plus and choose a sound called zoop. You guys can feel free to your own sounds. I hope you can hear my sounds. If not, if you're not able to hear these sounds, please tell me in the chat section. Okay. Okay. So we have to select our own sound. It's like a losing sound and a winning sound. And then we have to delete this clone as well. So that means if it's touching the wheel, then if it is touching the green part, then we give like a winning sound of pop and delete the clone, and then else it we give a like a losing zoop sound, and then we delete. Okay, and then guys, uh we have to put it inside forever, but first let's put this condition, and then under this I'm gonna put this condition. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, one is the if touching wheel and one is the move. Okay, so that's what's happening. So let's just quickly see it. So okay, I have a different sound. I had the zoop sound, and now I'm gonna try and catch it on the green section. I have a pop sound. Okay, guys. So with that, we are able to sense the color, and yep, that's it. Feel free to add your own sounds. All right. With this, we complete step number 6, and I receive an awesome snowboarding award. How many of you have actually got snowboarding? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, guys, now we have basically done 80% of our project. It's working with the green balls, and all we need to do is to create similar orange and purple balls. To do that, guys, uh, we just need to create them in the editor. Okay, so first of all, we will create a duplicate of the sprite. Right click on the sprite and click on duplicate. And then again, right click and then click on duplicate. When you duplicate a sprite, the entire code also gets duplicated. But we do need to change the color of these sprites. So click on sprite 2 and then go to costumes, and we need to change this color. and we will be making use of the dropper tool again. So first, let's go to the wheel sprite, and we will be choosing this color. Click on this fill section, click on the dropper icon, and then choose the click on the purple area. Automatically, your fill section will be covered with this purple color. Now go to sprite 2 and then take the paint bucket and then fill it with this purple color. We have to do the same thing with sprite number 3 and fill it with orange color. First of all, go to the wheel, click on the fill section, choose the dropper icon, click the orange section. It automatically fills it with the same orange shade. Go back to sprite 3, click on your paint bucket, choose the orange color, and click on the circle. Once you get a hang of the dropper tool, it's very, very interesting and kind of addictive to use it again and again. Okay, guys, with this, let's test our code and let's see. Okay, so we have our tricolor balls coming towards the wheels. And this marks the completion of step number 7. Guys, if you have any doubts with step number 7, please let me know. Stunning M, you said you have some trouble using the color. Please let me know. Are you having trouble with the dropper tool? Okay, guys, I'll just explain it quickly once again. Just have to select the color from the wheel using the dropper icon, and then go back to your sprite and then fill it with that color. Okay, step number 8. Now, guys, we have to change a little bit of the part of code because sprite number 2 and 3 are still pointing to color of green when they sense the wheel. So go to sprite 2, and in your when I start as a clone script of code, when you are touching the wheel, then you have to sense the purple color. Again, go to the dropper tool, select the purple color, and then it says, okay, if if the purple ball is sensing the purple section of the wheel, and similarly for sprite 3, we have to sense not the green color, we have to sense the orange color. Okay, because we will only be increasing the score when the purple section attacks the purple part of the purple balls. Okay, that was a easy step. And with this, we complete step number 8. And I get a caravan. That's nice. Has anybody ever sat in a caravan? Let me know. Okay, guys. I hope all of your balls and are attacking the wheel and you're able to rotate it left and right. If you have done that, applaud yourself, guys, because we have completed the game. And now, if you have reached here, we still have time to complete the extra challenges. That is to add the score and the live section. So let's do that. Once again, congratulations, guys, because coming till here, was not difficult but not that easy as well, because today we did a lot of coding concepts. Okay, so as I said in the beginning, we can add lives and score to the game. So, guys, which part of the code do you think should add the score? So whenever you succeed, whenever, let's say, a green ball is touching the green section, if the wheel is successfully able to catch it, it should increase the life, right? So to do that, we use something called a variable. Okay, go to variables. A variable is something which is able to which can vary. So for example, if I say my age varies, right? I was not always 2 years old or 5 years old or 10 years old. My age kept on changing. Okay, so similarly the score in a game is like a variable, it keeps on changing. Okay, so to create a score variable, go to the variable section. Again, guys, anybody who is not able to do these extra enhancements, no need to worry. You can always refer to the section that explains it in your profiles. All right. Okay, if you have done it till step number 8, then you can follow this section and then complete these enhancements with me. Okay, so click on make a variable. Now we're going to name it as score. And by default, a score is always 0. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is that, um, all right, whenever my green ball is attacked by is attacking the wheel and my wheel is successfully able to catch it, okay, then I am going to increase. So this section uh, change my score by 1. Okay, so you can see when I change it by 1, my score is going up. Okay, so guys, remember when the green flag is clicked, uh, first let's set the score to 0. Okay, because in the beginning of the game we want the score to be set to 0. Okay, so the whenever we are able to successfully catch the green sprite, we are going to change the score by 1. Okay, similarly, whenever the purple section of the wheel is able to catch the purple balls which are attacking it, we are going to change the score again by 1. And the same thing we're going to do for the orange part as well. Let's test our code, guys. Okay, let me try and make a score. Okay, so I was successfully able to catch the ball from the orange part. Okay, I couldn't do that. Okay, purple, I will. Oh, I missed it. All right. I am not good at this game, guys. I hope you guys can play it better than me at least. Oh, okay. Okay, it looks like there's some error because I am not able to change my score. Let me see. Hmm. Okay, it does work for the green part. Let's check again. Oh no. Okay. Okay, now it's working, guys. Okay, I think there was some technical glitch. Okay, let's check. That works and works. Okay, guys. So you can see my score is increasing every time that I am catching a ball. Okay. Now see, I'm catching the orange ball and my score goes to 7. Uh, uh, and then I'm catching Okay, I want to catch a purple ball this time. Come on, come on, come on. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, I just got confused. Okay, come on. You guys can adjust the speed of the wheel by um by changing the degree of the handle, guys. Okay, over here in your wheel section, you can make it to rotate by a much bigger number, like 3, like 10 or 15, so that your wheel will go faster. Okay, so this is how we added the score variable. Now, similarly, I want you guys to add the lives section just like here. And every time that you attack a wrong ball, sorry, your wheel is not able to successfully deflect the ball, your lives should go down as well. So, for example, if your orange ball is touching the purple section of the wheel, your lives should go by -1. Okay, I want all of you to try this section by yourselves. And once you have done that, please share your projects with us like H123 had done last time. I would love to see your projects in the next class. With that, I mark this step as done and this lesson as complete. Okay, guys. Uh, all right. So we'll meet next time, next week, with another coding adventure. And I hope you guys had fun. And if you guys want to know one amazing coding fact in each class, just like we learned today about the gaming industry making big bucks and being number one, beating the movie industry, let me know that as well, because I thought, okay, we'll do some learning, extra learning along with the games. All right. So in every class, I'm also going to tell you an amazing coding fact of the day. All right. See you guys next week. Keep learning, keep coding. Bye bye.